So just keep posting on LinkedIn. Of course, you should not post about any random shit on
Unnecessary
LinkedIn.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you have achieved something in cricket or football. Like if you are aiming for that field, then it's different. But
Different.
aiming for software companies or tech companies and wanting to be a software engineer, then of
Mm-hmm.
course there is no point mentioning about your achievements in
Cricket.
cricket, ball, or any of these sports out there. Like exactly highlight which things are good in your point related to your domain for which you are. Even me these days, when I give referral to someone, the very first thing is like how they have layered their project and
Mm-hmm.
how is their project.
Mm-hmm.
So mentioning projects on their LinkedIn profile and resume is must.
That happened. You have to remember that it's not like Instagram or something like that, right?
Exactly. Like seeing through LinkedIn posts, it seems like I'm scrolling through Insta.
So hello everyone. Today again we have Ansh on our channel, who you might remember from the previous video that we did. So Ansh, welcome again on my channel. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, just going some through some office work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, like the last video that we did with you, Ansh, we discussed the specific of how you got into Atlassian off campus, right? How you cracked the company like Atlassian off campus, and a lot of people were asking me, "Ki, how do you get off campus opportunities?" Because majority of the students, they're from tier three colleges and they have to find the opportunities, they have to find the interview. So, what would you suggest is a good strategy for finding off campus opportunities?
Yeah, so to get the off-campus opportunities, Ashish, like the very obvious way is to like go to a careers page
Mm-hmm.
of a particular company and apply there for the relevant opening.
Yeah.
But generally, we do not get a reply back because there are lakhs of applications which get
So
submitted
many.
for
Yeah.
big MNCs. So now the second way which comes is like applying through a referral.
Mm-hmm.
Now to get a referral for a particular company, you can approach any employee in a particular company on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Whether actually for a referral, it does not matter like for which position you are contacting the employee. It can be SD1, SD2,
Mm-hmm.
or directly the recruiter. Everyone in a company can give you a referral, so you don't
Yeah.
have to just be restricted to software engineers or anyone to get a referral. So this is the second way. And the third way is to get an opportunity off campus is to directly contact the recruiters
Hmm.
of a
Right.
particular company, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
Like by on LinkedIn, you can just like do a search like for XYZ recruiter.
Recruiter. Yeah.
You will get the list of the recruiters in that particular XYZ company. And then while sending the request, you can add a note just mentioning like, hi, my name is this is
Mm-hmm.
my particular profile. So if you have any relevant openings in your company, may you please allow me to interview for the same.
Hmm. Right.
Though like even in this, there are less chances to be honest because I've seen LinkedIn profiles of many recruiters and on a
Hmm.
daily basis they get like 2K, 3K requests.
Hmm.
So it might be like even if your profile is good, your request might get ignored because large number of requests are
Yeah,
there.
they're getting. Hmm.
So it's nothing to be demotivated after request not being getting accepted. It's just a matter of luck.
Yeah.
Beside this, you can also do one thing is you can mail the recruiters if you have their
Email.
company mail ID.
Hmm.
Like many companies have this recruitment mail IDs like XYZ
Yeah.
at the rate,
Hmm.
XYZ recruiting at the rate .com, something like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
And even like each employee or each recruiter has their own personal company mail ID too.
Hmm.
If you can get the mail ID through LinkedIn or somewhere else, so you can mail to the recruiter attaching your resume and asking like if you have any specific opening which suits my profile, may you please give me an opportunity to interview. You don't have to like build a long message stating whole of your journey,
Hmm.
like, even on LinkedIn or while mailing. It's just that you have to make it crisp and short
Yeah.
because recruiters honestly do not have that much time to go through each and every line of your mail or LinkedIn
Yeah, they
request.
have to make it short.
Yeah, they look for the particular specific points like your resume, your year of graduation, your college
Hmm.
name. So these are the few points which you should consider like while sending a request or while mailing to some
Right, right. And just one small point to interject here is if you want to find the mail ID of recruiter, like Ansh said, if you want to find the company mail ID, there are actually tools that you can use. There are tools like some Rocket name was there. So I'll link all the tools in the description. You can use such tools to find the email ID. Then you can frame the mail to them, right?
Yeah, even I heard like there are Chrome extensions which directly look out for the openings for
Mm-hmm.
companies, and even there are extensions which applies directly for you if you have submitted your profile in that particular extension.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
So these are like few ways to get the off-campus opportunity, and of course, one general way is like if your any personal family member or any connection, direct connection works in that company, so you
Mm-hmm.
can pitch to him or her like, may you please give pitch my profile to your company's recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
even that is an option to get an off-campus opportunity. So yeah, these are the few ways by which you can get off-campus opportunities.
Right, and it's also kind of a numbers game, right? Like you said, if there's a recruiter, if there's a popular employee from a good company, even like you have seen, you get a lot of connection requests daily, right? You get a lot of messages daily. So it's kind of a numbers game, there's very few chance if you reach out to 200 people, one or two might reach out to you. So what do you suggest is a good way to, like stand out so that your profile has a higher chance of standing out? When should you start doing this? How should you start building your profile so that you have an easy time going through this?
Yeah, so I'll say like from the first semester itself, you should start like reaching, like of course in first semester you can't reach out to recruiters asking for.
Obviously, yeah,
So, like at first you should start reaching out to the
employees.
employees or like
Hmm.
SD1s or SD2s, and just ask them for tips and tricks to like how to prepare, and
Hmm.
if you have build your resume, even building few things, so you should send your resume to your connections on LinkedIn
Yeah.
or to different employees of different companies and ask them to review it, so that at least this will help you to build a connection with them.
Hmm.
And when after 1.5 or 2 years, when you reach out to that particular employee, so he or she will know your entire journey, like
Hmm.
he or she will know like you have been working from the first year and you are working hard.
Yeah.
This is the original resume which you have sent me and 2 years back, and this is the updated resume, so I employee can clearly see the difference,
Hmm.
how much you have worked.
True.
So there's a high chance like he or she might go and personally pitch your profile to the recruiter. And of course, for building resumes, like the few things which you have to remember in your mind is like mentioning as much numbers as possible.
Hmm.
Like if you have deployed up at your website on a global domain, so what is the
Hmm.
traffic? And if you are participating in some contest, like
Hmm.
what are the ranks you are getting,
Rating. Yeah.
rating. So these are the like numbers, of course, get highlighted instead of
Hmm.
long term text in a resume. And plus, like if anyone wants to like get its resume reviewed by me or want to have one-to-one discussion, I have my TopMate account too.
Hmm. I'll give
So
the username on the screen. You can reach out to Ansh on his TopMate account if you want to get your resume or your LinkedIn profile viewed by him. You can reach out to him on his TopMate account.
yeah, because even I feel bad. Like I receive like approx 500, 600 requests every day.
Hmm.
So I feel bad that I'm not being able to connect with everyone. There might be
Hmm.
some good candidates out there whose profile is too strong and he or she is a perfect fit for any
Hmm.
of the company.
But they might get ignored if they
Yeah.
just directly connect to you. Yeah.
Because accepting every day 500, 600 requests is not possible.
And about reaching out to recruiters, like you mentioned, recruiters also get a lot of connection request messages. So, what is a good way to reach out to the recruiters, so that you have a good chance of getting a reply back?
Yeah, so like while you are searching for recruiters for a particular company, there are like stages of recruiters in a particular company. So
Mm-hmm.
for the fresh grads, there are campus recruiters. For experience, there are like normal recruiters which hires experienced candidates.
Mm-hmm.
So generally, if you are fresh grad, then you have to reach out to campus recruiters. Though every company might not have campus recruiters, but if a like if you can go and directly search on LinkedIn like
Mm-hmm.
XYZ company space campus recruiter. So it will give you the list of campus recruiters, and by chance if you don't get any of them, then you should go directly for recruiters.
Mm-hmm.
Even there is a particular category in a company named as talent acquisition.
Yeah.
So even you should reach out to them, but at first you should reach out to campus recruiters if there are any in the company. Then
Mm-hmm.
you should reach out to the senior recruiters, it might be they redirect your profile to the particular recruiter who handles the grad hiring. You'll have to like send to almost all the recruiters if you want a reply back.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, definitely. And
Yes.
for getting a reply back, obviously your LinkedIn profile also matters, right? Like how good of a LinkedIn profile you have. So what would you suggest is a good way to have a LinkedIn profile, so that it's attractive to the recruiters?
Yeah, to make a better LinkedIn profile is to like keep showing your progress in your life through your
Mm-hmm.
like what you have done in your college from the starting year.
Yeah.
So honestly, my first post was a 6 star on the hacker rank.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not an achievement, but I posted it because that is the point from where I started my coding journey. So I knew like after 2 years, if someone sees my LinkedIn profile, he
Mm-hmm.
or she should know like yes, I have been working from the first year,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how I started. So just keep posting on LinkedIn. Of course, you should not post about any random shit on LinkedIn.
Unnecessary stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have achieved something in cricket or football. Like if you are aiming for that field, then it's different. But
Different.
aiming for software companies or tech companies and wanting to be a software engineer, then of
Mm-hmm.
course there is no point mentioning about your achievements in
Cricket.
cricket, ball, or any of these sports out there
Mm-hmm.
because that gives a negative impression.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone will think like he or she is just posting it to fill up their LinkedIn profile or their resume. So that
Mm-hmm.
should
Right.
not be the case. You should like exactly highlight which things are good in your point related to your domain for which you
Mm-hmm.
are.
And one more thing I'd like to interject here is that a lot of people miss sometimes. If you've made a good project, if you have some good projects in your resume, in your portfolio, then you can also paste them on your LinkedIn, right? Especially if you've deployed them somewhere, you can paste them on your LinkedIn. So once the recruiter checks out your LinkedIn profile, they can see it in the front that you have your project there, right?
Yeah, and it's must actually, and people should do.
People must put their projects, highlighting the good project that you have. And like Ansh said, try to avoid putting the random stuff there. I see a lot of people put random stuff on LinkedIn, like about World Cup. So many people are making so many posts on World Cup. Ki this
Yeah,
happened, that happened. You have to remember that it's not like Instagram or something like that, right?
exactly. Like seeing through LinkedIn posts, it seems like I'm scrolling through Insta
Exactly.
these days. So,
Yeah, people are not focusing on LinkedIn, and these things matter a lot more than people think, right? The first thing recruiter will see is your LinkedIn profile. Even before they see your resume, they will 100% see your LinkedIn profile, right? Only then you have a shot if you have a good LinkedIn profile.
and of course, if you have some good projects and you have their GitHub links attached, so while you are seeking out to an employer for a referral,
Hmm.
he or she is a software developer. So the very first thing he or she will look at is like the code structure and how you have like made
Hmm.
the project, basic packaging structure, like how you have layered your project.
Hmm.
So they'll of course look into your DSA skills, but
Hmm.
being a software developer, it's the general mindset. Like even me these days, when I give referral to someone, the very first thing is like how they have layered their project and
Hmm.
how is their project.
Hmm.
So mentioning projects on their LinkedIn profile and resume is must.
Yeah.
So these are the few things like which one should keep in mind while preparing for off-campus opportunities.
Okay, so I think that covers pretty much about how to get the off-campus opportunities, off-campus interviews, which is very important in today's state with the recession and all going on. And if you want to reach out to Ansh, if you want to take his help, if you want to show your resume to him, then you can reach out to him on TopMate. I'll again give the link in the description, and it'll also appear on the screen. So do reach out to him on TopMate if you want to progress your career to the next step. So thanks a lot, Ansh, for coming on my channel. Hope we'll see you again in another video, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashish, for inviting me again. I hope this video helps out to students because on a daily basis I receive lot of similar queries.
Yeah,
So of course your video will help out students and even 2 3 student gets opportunity through our video. It's a like big thing for me.
huge thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.